Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Titans are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against that Jets team that wants to keep the running game in check.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Double tight.
Set. One.
No. 3 down.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Three.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Mariota on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Watch left. Check.
Looks like the defense getting best coverage here. Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
And now a first down following that long gain. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught at the 3. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Strong right.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Kelly. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Tighten up.
Get high, baby. Get up. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Boom, line. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Play action, it's Kelly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Leopard. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
To throw on third down. Kellen. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy. Unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
From the gun, Kelly. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Henry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2.
Watch tight, watch tight.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, 4 down.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down carry for Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Hey, watch the right. Watch the right. You ain't going nowhere.
Second down, Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota hands to Henry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A huge play there for the Jets. 51 yards. first down, it's Kelly. Caught, Severian Jenkins, right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
4 down, check. 4 down.
Gun! Now let's go! Over!
On second down, Kelly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin with Henry. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And a quick throw here that's complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Two times.
Now let's go! Blue, line it!
4 down.
Back 9 it up!
Switch gears.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Okay, baby, I see. Double tight.
Hurry up,
Keller to throw on 2nd down. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Double tight.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue, line it. Over. Watch him now, Barney.
Eyes up.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Double tight.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Kelly on first down. This is caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Watch you now, Barney. Detroit. Here we go. Over. Watch you now, Barney. Hot.
Check your hot read.
Detroit. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Check 31.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, guys, check me out.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Come on, baby.
Where are they, team?
Mariota now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Set! Blue landing!
We got 3, we got
Blue
3.
gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Jim!
Detroit! Over!
To throw is Kelly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's caught. It's Stewart. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Hurry up, here we go! Green
The slot man in motion right. Now they try the right side here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And now here's a carry heading left. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Double tight. Double tight. Now let's go. Green, 39. 3 down. 3 down. All right, now look at 56. Check 24. Check 24.
A play fake. Now Kelly. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch it now. Got 4 down. 4 down. Detroit. Check 9. Check 9. Here we go. Philly. Here we go. 90. Blue 90. We got double up.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Check 43. No. Off.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. Blue 90. Hot. Hey, 4 down.
Here's Kelly to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Kelly now throwing on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Avant brings it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
I'm coming. Check.
On 3rd down, Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. bounces away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot. Where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go now. 3-19.
In motion, Anunwa.
Three down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Kelly from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watch 10. Come on. Watch 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Single.
Back there.
Single. You go tight.
To throw from his end zone, Kelly. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
Set.
The
Boom.
wide receiver moving to a new spot.
4 down. Motion.
Kelly to throw on 2nd down. The grab made by Kurz over the middle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, look at 56.
4 down.
Here's Kelly throwing on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now.
To throw is Kelly. To throw again. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart, and that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Jets on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Check number 6. Now let's go.
To throw is Kelly. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Hey, watch the left. Watch the left. Now let's go. Blue 90.
In motion, a new one.
Blue 90. What's the screen? Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Motion.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now let's go. Green 39.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Banjo. Detroit!
And now here's a carry heading left. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. No. 3 down. Hey, check. Over. Gun. All right, now, Lucky 56.
Kelly now, operating from the gun. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That's it. Big hit.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight end. Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green. Leopard.
Now Kelly from the gun. He'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play.
Here's Kelly. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stewart. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team is showing no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
They'll run forward with Smallwood. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Wendell Smallwood. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? Ohio. 10. Ohio. 10.
Finding some room at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the 3rd quarter. Now you saw the score. Bottom of your screen a moment ago, we got a good one going on there, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
It's a party now.
Mariota to throw it this time. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And the D looking like they may blitz.
You got 3 down.
Mariota on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 36 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you're going ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23. Back now in Nashville. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Second down following the run.
Now check. Now look at 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Kelly. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Mariota trying to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on. But maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Everyone's got 4 down.
No, check. Patriot, here we go. Patriot. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Now a 1st down throw. Kelly throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Ardarius Stewart there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up.
losing yardage back at the 35. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Two times. All right, here we go. We got three. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Kill.
Keller operating from the gun. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
34, eyes on 34. Set! Green, over!
Here's Kelly throwing again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. We got 4. Detroit! Tighten up. Gun! Hot! Switch! No. Alert 3.
To throw is Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Detroit!
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Switch it. Time. Blue line. 58, right over.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Double Now let's go.
Kelly now on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's Curse. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Kelly on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Stewart. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
I got trick this side. I got trick this side. We got three. We got three. Watch him now, Barney. Watch 88. Watch 88. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch the back. Watch the back.
On 1st down, Kelly. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Kelly throwing on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. So 2nd and 10 here.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Set. Watch him now, Barney. Mike 51. Leopard.
Here's Kelly. Going to throw again. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw is Kelly. To throw on 3rd down. Out to the left here to Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. All right, now look at Leopard. Leopard. Even. 4 down. Even. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Switch gears.
Kelly now on 1st and 10. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Kelly throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reed. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
4 down. Check.
Now a handoff to Henry. And now running right through it. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Titans on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch the pass.
From the gun, Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And the Texans have scored to add on to their lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Leopard! Turn it up! Kill! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
To throw again. Kelly. Reed wrestling ahead. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's Kelly. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games.